Greetings, indeed. Ah. Okay, yep, greetings. Hi, it's me. Two jokes. Man, what a week, huh? It was Father's Day and World Cup and motivation. Motivation strikes me. I think the game is still a little bit too loud. It's just Mahjong, so no one really minds what it sounds like. We're gonna hop right into the game first, and then I'll start talking. I see no reason to delay. I'm not waiting for anything special here. So there was no Twitch streams this week. Past. So I guess I should first talk about why that was the case. I really thought I was gonna be able to stream. Also, there's gonna be like noises in the background, but this is the best time slot that I had. So if you hear other people screaming or my neighbors, sorry. Anyways, so why were there no streams? Well, I did my last stream, I think was a Teamfight Tactics stream on Twitch. And personally, I don't feel good streaming that game. Not because I'm bad by any means. I did manage to farm enough of the battle pass, and I did hit masters. So that's good. Although I won't show it here. This is just focused on Mahjong. This stream is just gonna be pure Mahjong. Like 3 or 4 games of Mahjong Soul, and then I'll dip. It's the current working plan. Pretty. I don't know what to hold. I think I can't hold the west, but I'm not sure. Anyways, So I wanted to stream Pokemon Champions, which means I spent all of my last Tuesday and Thursday playing. Ah, damn. Immediately hard punished. Um, all of my last Tuesday and Thursday playing Teamfight Tactics. So I played that a lot, actually. It's kind of like embarrassing, but I hit Masters, so that's over and done with. Um, I wouldn't have streamed on Thursday anyway, because that's seeming to be my consistent off day. I think I took too long, so I'm gonna try and fold it to this guy. Friday. I could have streamed on Friday, I think. It's just a matter of finding out what to play. And same with Saturday and Sunday. I really had no excuse for those days. The worst part about this is if I kept the 9, I'd be in Ricci. 7 is probably safe. Whatever. We're 12 tiles away from the end. I'm gonna just completely fold. The only thing about folding this soon is it really neuters your Maka score, but I don't mind. Oh, but instead of me not streaming, I actually did a decent amount of work on that animation. So there's good news. The animation is finally finished. Okay, that's good. All I need to do now is record the singing for it, and then I can upload the cover to YouTube because the instrumental was provided for free. And then going forward, I'll just pick less intrusive songs for my covers. So I can go back to working on my 3D model now. I think I finally understood how to move it to Unity, so I can stop pretending there. It'll just be a matter of figuring out what I want to add. Like, I showed it off before when it wasn't completely finished yet, so I'm planning on finishing it now. What finishing it will involve most likely is I need to add the glasses pane, because if you noticed before, the lenses of the glasses on that model did not have like there was no glass in the lenses of those models, so I can have that little opaque like glass effect there. And if you also notice with that model, it's wearing an orange t-shirt and some overalls. So the idea is to put... Ooh, surprise wrong. Oh, it's not worth anything. The idea is to put this jacket that this chibi pixel one wears over top of it. It's like an overlay, a toggle. I'm probably just gonna slap it over top of it because the jacket's pretty not the jacket, the shirt and other stuff on the model is pretty like close to the body, so there's probably enough space for me to just like sculpt it over top and just have it be like a toggle on toggle off kind of thing. I don't need to and it'd also be more complicated for me to like have the toggle disable the clothes. to have it swap between. So, if I have that done, it'll be in Warudo, and I'll use that next week Monday. But if not, this pixel model here is still pretty cute, and still does exactly what I want it to, so don't expect it to be going away anytime soon. I mentioned Pokemon Champions, so let's go into that. There's like an emulator rule. Well, not like it's meant to target emulators, but basically, you can only have it on one mobile device at a time. So because I'm having it on my phone, I can't put it on an emulator on the computer and also keep it on my phone. I have to pick one. So, sorry, but I'm gonna keep it on my phone. So I probably can't stream that anytime soon, or ever. That being said, I'm taking the game like extremely casually. I'm currently using Mega Gardevoir as my my carry, because I kind of like the idea of mixing Gardevoir and well, I like the idea of Mega Delphox, but because I'm a mobile player, I can't get access to it. Or Floette, but I really like the idea of having the psychic coverage and having the Trick Room option. I'm probably supposed to drop 4, right? He's dropped enough pins that he probably can't use 4. I don't have my dealer seat because it was skipped by the Washizu skin, so I'm just gonna fold, I guess. There's no reason for me to put myself in danger here.
No.
Very cool. So I have the cover that I'm gonna have to sing over and post soon. I don't know how to advertise it, so I might post it. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'm gonna mention it on the Monday stream that week and probably the following week, and it's probably gonna be my first post on Twitter, which is just a link to the YouTube. But that means I need to like actually make. After that, I can focus on doing content, I guess, like stuff people want to watch that has value for the sake of being watched, right? I don't think I stream enough to make like highlight videos because, let's be honest, Mahjong Soul, oh wow, I didn't expect to get this Riichi. Damn game. It's not awful. I'm holding one of the 6s and all the 3s should be open. It's just a Riichi Pinfu, but humble is all I need. Anyways, I'm working on the 3D model, so that'll be there. I probably am not gonna like re-debut it because I've already shown it off once. But I'll just start using it like casually. The other thing I need to do is I just need to post more videos, but I have no idea like what recorded content is worth playing. Like, I don't know if this is a common sentiment, but it just feels like gaming is kind of slow, right? Like, I understand it's right now it's a Monday, obviously. So like Steam Next Fest is going on, and there's a bunch of like free content you can get by just playing demos. There are also like a lot of really cheap games on sale, so I might like buy one of those and stream them on probably Which I don't know. I feel like I'm keeping my well. Also, this card rounding is like suspicious, right? I feel like at this point, I'm not gonna hit my 6 or 3, which is really strange because I called Ricci really early. Okay, there you go. Ooh, ouch. Look at that. 2 Oradora for free. Sorry, there's background noise. I guess the cat got tired of playing safe. Maybe he thought it had a single tile wait, or that there wasn't much meat behind it because it took so long. I cannot call Khan because it would make my hand invalid. Currently I'm just looking at, there's a lot of like good Steam discounts going on. They are very interesting. This 4 is a discovered Dora. It probably means the cat's going for a half flush. It's very dangerous to call Ricci in situations like these now. Never mind. Caution to the wind then, I guess. I mean, I just don't want to call Ricci. Am I even wrong for that? I kind of want to concede. I feel like this is both not my circus and not my monkeys. I have all the 3s, so I can't use 1, 2. It has to be a pair weight. I know 2 is guaranteed, but I already see 1, 1. So it's very hard to get Ron on the second 1. Pawn is possible, but not Ron. Oh boy. Right now I'm conflicted. I don't want to get rid of my my Mon tiles because they can very easily accept more of them. If I wanted to rigidly divide my hand into the shapes, unsorted tiles jump scare. This 5 is actually the weakest tile in my hand. I would separate it like this. But this is like a strange way to think about dividing your hand, right? But think about it this way, or I guess you could think about it. Here's how I think about it. This is a pair that can accept the 7, so I can probably drop the 8. This can accept 7, and then that would finish it. Then there's another pair, so I lose the 9. It's just complicated. Basically, but the 5 is always the weakest tile in the shape. I don't think it's the 8. The issue is that these two people are open-handing for some reason. I am in first, but it's like nothing to write home about. I feel like I need to play... Well, he's half flushing, right? I'll give him the 8 because he already took the 5. So it solidifies this is my pair. Okay, doesn't matter. I also almost got Rond. This guy had a single weight 3. Scary. This hand, to my unamused eye, seems kind of bad. It can be made very good very fast, but it currently started out bad. Because it's better if I had dropped the 3 or the green, sorry, 3? East or green dragon first, but I don't know. I felt like the 9 was harder to use than the potential wind or a dragon. I'm actually 1 off of Ricci. If I draw 2, so I would call it. I'm gonna get rid of the green dragon first. I don't want someone to pawn it later. I of course cannot actively pawn it. Speaking of, I'm gonna drop the 3 now and wait for more acceptance. West was never in my possibility. I'm convinced this Ricci is wrong, by the way. I'm not supposed to try and chase the cat. I think. Okay. I'm scared of the dealer now. What is his hand if he's chasing with the both of us here? I think the cat's Ricci is fine. I think my Ricci is bad. I think the dealer's Ricci is fine. But that's just me giving a quick overview. I wasn't really focusing on the game for that round very much. If I had not had Ricci the same turn the cat would have called it, I think it would have just also not called it and just waited patiently. But I don't know. I think this hand is also bust. I would like to keep potential where I can win, but I think it's just not in the cards here. I will, I guess, slowly maneuver towards 7 pairs, but it's a crapshoot. One is down. Yeah, it's not happening. Wow, that is further behind than I thought it would be. Whatever. It's fine. Oh no, it's not. It's fine, it's fine. Missed one pair. I feel compelled to hold the south because it's very likely of pawn. I've already conceded this round, by the way. I am not winning. I'm fairly certain I'm not winning this one, so I've already conceded in my mind. There's no reason to push too hard here. If this hand gets to Ricci, I never call wrong, or I never call it, by the way. Now it's just a matter of finding out what are the safe tiles I can discard. I don't like how few pawn tiles are discarded. The only kind of safety I think I have is I think 3, so should be fine to drop. This guy had to drop 5 Dora to Suji the 8 Dora, so I think this guy also conceded. I think I was supposed to drop 1. Four is fine. This is after that one. It's not? Ah, I missaw it. It's on the same cycle. My bad. I thought it was fine. My bad, my bad. I thought it was on the same cycle, but it was the immediate follow cut of the Ricci. It happens. I don't think I'm dropping 1 either. I think I had a green dragon I could have dropped. So it's mostly just unnecessary negligence on my part. I'm gonna give up on aspiring to mixed triple sequence. I feel like I don't need the smoke. I'm holding dropping a 6, I'm holding a 9. I feel like the hand finishes faster if I don't fall for it, so to say. I should get rid of the south before it gets me in trouble. I just don't want to be the first one to drop it. Wow, that sucks. If I had dropped south, it's not Ricci, but it's like... I would have dropped this, I think. If I had gotten rid of the south first. I feel like at this point, it's a single tile wait, and I have to get rid of this tile and this tile. I need 1 tile here, and here, and here. A single wait. Get rid of the 8. Because I can still use 7 as my pair if I have to. The fact that no souths have been dropped yet is very strong sign of trouble. That's all I have to say. Oh, he's bold. And now south is a safe tile. 6 is also a safe tile. The other 2 people look like they're in Tanya and they haven't dropped the tiles though, so it's kind of scary. I shouldn't drop this 7. I should drop the 6 first, because I can use 7 as pair. Assume this 9 is also safe to drop. Call pawn. Never mind. I'm thinking too much for no reason. I do need to win something though, so the game actually ends after South 4. So that's kind of my only concern right now. This hand is, if I get a dragon, it's good enough to force half flush, but it's improper play to try and call it closed until I get a terminal tile pair. And with that, with this 5 draw, I think my half flush stream is dead, so I'm gonna not play around it. These early reaches are killer, man. I really don't want to force my way into them. I guess it's really awkward to play it like this, but the idea is like moving, getting rewarded for no reason. I'm gonna assume the 8 is fine. Wow. Oh, I guess that's fair. The issue with your play is, I guess my cheat caused that to happen. Well, at least the game ends now. I'm interested. I guess it's right because the red dragons are Doras that you can call chi so soon without the guarantee. I'm trying to think of like fun, I guess. Gaming kind of whack, bro. In Mahjong terms at least, this hand looks pretty good. Like in actuality it sucks, but it will finish fast, I guess, and it has potential to have a good weight, maybe. Realistically now the weight's getting rid of the Shining 5, which sucks, but if I can help it, I shouldn't try and call Ricci. I just want to force the game along while keeping second place. Whatever. I'm talking too much about the game and not enough about myself, which is probably a good thing, all things considered. I'm gonna not keep that vibe. So about me. Any streams planned for later this week? And if I have to give you an answer, it's like, do I know definitively for sure? No. Do I want to? Yeah, I kind of do. But like, let's be honest, okay? No one's gonna watch. Well, I guess there's a TFT patch soon, but like, eh. As someone who does watch, wow, 3 South draw, that's unfortunate. I could have used it. At least I know it's safe because they're all gone. Same with the West. I can just discard all the South and West and I'll never deal in. Let the cat be the one to try and fight for third, or the dealer to end the game. So, what do I want to do? I want to play games. I don't know if that's Captain Obvious talking, but I feel like I need to make that kind of clear. The question's what games? Because there are some like pretty cheap slop games, or even like games I already have, right? Like, but let's be real. No one wants to watch Teamfight Tactics. Okay? As someone who plays Teamfight Tactics and someone who watches Teamfight Tactics, the game does not exist on YouTube unless you're fishing for highlights. And I don't like that part of Teamfight Tactics. I like the consistent high-level play. I don't like fishing for 600 or plus anima cash outs or playing. I especially hate Pengu's Party because I feel like it incentivizes the wrong kind of playstyle where you're just going for like the highest cap possible. I feel like that's the kind of stuff you would do in like a test sim environment, but they don't give us access to that for Teamfight Tactics. Not that I'm one of the people who would use or abuse it. I'd probably go look at it once to see if I make a wrong choice or look for a better item build, which is the boring stuff they don't want you doing with it. They don't care if little Timmy goes ahead and plays a 7 Space Groove, 10 Meeple board in a sim once and clicks off. They care about you hyper-itemizing item builds and reviewing scrim VODs with it. Man, I threw away a full straight because I dropped the one that wasn't connected and then drew 2 connecting tiles. And I got rid of my pair. I guess to finalize the sequence, but whatever. Oh yay. My hand fixed itself. I'll take it. Very good Ricci. 1, 2, 3 Han hand. Nothing wrong with that. The cat and the Washizu are both playing aggressive to try and get to third place. So this guy, if he's playing properly, he should concede. I don't think he's going to, because his play styles seems very aggressive. Oh, 4 is the Dora tile. Whoops. I guess that's a sumo or nothing. I mean, technically I didn't need to call sumo on this hand. It makes the point lead, if I get caught slipping, really bad for me. Like if I don't call Ricci, I'd probably switch out this 6 for this, and switch out this for that. Which is like hindsight to the max, but it would still be worth the same 3 Han. The only issue is like if I move my hand to Tanyo by not playing the game, then I can't later call Ricci now. All I can hope is that the hand, people playing avoidance to 4-7 causes them to brick themselves. Because there's 1-6, 1-5, so I can see 2 of them are gone already. Just very scary to have to be drawing tiles like this. It's very scary to be in Rishi here, because I don't have the safety of like a points buffer. It looks like we're going to no 10 though, which is a good outcome for me, because it progresses the game. So that's good. Wow, how forceful. I guess Washizu's still aiming for second, which is why he's not quitting. I don't know why this guy didn't concede. I guess he didn't have to, but it's a necessary risk. Or maybe the fault is mine, and if I don't call Richi, someone deals in, pushing more aggressively to finish their hand. What I will tell you about this hand though, if this hand is ready, I'm not calling. I think 5 is better to use, even though I still see a 6 down. I'm not calling Khan. I don't need the points, I just need the game to end. Taking that chi would remove the 4, which brings me into ready, but it does also brick the weight, so I don't think I want to do that. This one though, I am more than happy to take. I get my Richi stick back, I end the repeats, and I have a healthy Mongon lead over the Washizu. So if he Mongons not me, oh he's dealer, never mind. If he gets a 3-hand hand that is not me, he won't pass me. The game also won't end because he's not in first place, but you know, we take our small victories where we can get them. But this is like the point I'm trying to make, right? As interesting a game as Mahjong Soul is, I'm kind of just sitting here playing Mahjong, right? The game itself doesn't have any weight to it. Anybody can just sit down and speak their inner thoughts about the game they're playing. Or at least I hope anybody can. Especially with a game like this where once you know the rules, it's not really that complex. All things considered. I'm gonna try and angle my hand towards Tanyao, so I'm killing rid of the 9s. I also need to address this 3, but That comes with time. I'm scared of the cat because this is obviously something scary. But there's two south gone. He's dropped the west and east. I dropped the north really early. I'm kind of scared to drop the 3, but he dropped the 6 and pawned the 1s, so it should be safe. The 1 is scary because he could be going for like an outside thing, but all the 1s are gone, so I don't know what he's looking for. I think I need to give up here. I can't afford to lose points. Iipatsu sumos. Okay, this is... No, this is bad. He passed me. Oh no, he's not. Okay, that's good. Close though. Okay, but now I can try again to end the game with dragons. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna throw the extra dragons. Slightly hold the west a little bit longer. 2 can connect pretty usefully. Yeah, there you go. Not the cry hindsight, but... I guess this is technically closer. Goal is probably to pawn west and find another single tile to wait on, because I don't want to hold 2 and 4. Let's kill 4 first. It's close to the 5 Dora showing, which means 6 is worth value. Well, that's actually not good for me, because now I need to find another pair. If I draw east, I'll probably hold on to... Well, not to lie. I'm gonna choose to wait like this, because I just need to end the game. I'm not gonna call Ricci either. Either way, I don't have Pinfu, and I get a point for having West or White Dragon, so I'm not gonna think about it too much. Going to hope that I can get this, by the way. Now this is Needless Greed. Now I can get extra point on 1, so drop. And it's over. Oh, these are all see-through tiles. Interesting. I don't know. Like, do I really need to play more Mahjong Soul? Let's be honest. I feel like changing Mondays to be off of just exclusively Mahjong and being more to like my dailies blunt rotation. I feel like that's more fun, a way to call it. But that's like the well, I mean, even that has more personality than just playing Mahjong Soul. Like nothing against the game, but like it's kind of boring, you know? Also, for people who care about Mahjong to some minor extent, the Akagi event is currently live. So get in there and play, cause you don't want to miss the free rewards. I actually played well, not played. I have enough that if I turn off favorites here, I got Akagi from my free tickets. 'Cause I have a lot of free tickets. Item yep, here. As long as you don't try and like you max out your roster of characters and stuff you don't need, I think it's very easy to accumulate a bunch of summon scrolls. But then again, I'm like biased. I basically started the game, spent enough money to get all of Ayako's skins, and then I don't spend any money anymore. And I probably won't unless they release more Ayako skins, because I only care about Ayako. And I also, because Mahjong still has a mobile client, I can play on my phone, so I can get Google Play bonuses and such. If you can see just how my recent stats have been going, my first place rate has cratered. Well, that being said, you don't need first places to climb, you just need to win games. Why is my open call rate so high? I need to play more East rounds to get my numbers down, because I feel like this is inflating my stats. I haven't played like this in like a year, when I first only played East games to get to gold. And then I think when I hit gold 2, I started switching to South only, because you get better points for your time value. And there's also more chances for you to play safe and not get hit by variants. That being said, I do almost all of my dailies in Gold Room East, because I don't care about my East 3 rank. I don't know. I call it my like. I might just end up calling this my dailies blunt rotation. That sounds like happy enough, maybe. Right? I'm considering I haven't played Shadowverse in a while. Shadowverse is also doing like an event type thing, so it might be worth looking at over there. I'm taking us to the talking screen, so you can still hear Mahjong Soul in the background, but I'm kind of thinking like, and this is the motivation problem that I ran into during last week. I want to stream, but I don't have any games that are like worth playing, if that sounds right. Like, I'd much rather be doing art, but like my art now is I would draw. If I was to open up my art program right now, I would be drawing a new background for this screen, because as cute as this screen is, like, you can very clearly tell it was made in like paint, where I just took a flat color to the background to make the pond, and then I made the sky, and then I drew the trees, and then I took like a scratchy brush and did like leaf colors and the glare on the pond, and then this tent is like, it exists, right? It's there, you know. But like, look at it. Not all my stuff is like boring though. I'm kind of proud of this like, pixel acorn, but I feel like it only fits with this model. Like my 3D one doesn't appreciate the pixel acorn as much as I currently do. I do use it for stuff, but like, eh. I guess in a way it's kind of like my watermark. I'm kind of proud of it. I have another one that has like sparkles on it, but I didn't put it here because it's easier to have this one just sitting. Oh, it actually does have the sparkles, you can see them. Um, buh, buh. I suppose this is why people spend so much time talking, right? Because the game is not bad, but if I'm just autopiloting the game, I don't want to play. Uh, whatever. Maybe we can just go back. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna close Mahjong Soul here. I don't know. I played my one daily game of Mahjong Soul, and the dailies are gonna reset soon anyway, so what do I care? Um, I'm hijacking the Mahjong Monday. We're gonna play a different game. I thought we were just gonna sit here and talk, but like, talking is kind of mid as well. I don't really have much to say that I haven't already said. Because I'm working on my 3D to put the jacket. Because if you've seen, well, I guess you haven't seen. Well, no, you have seen. With the GIF starting screen that I used, that character had an orange shirt. And the 3D model, when I first unveiled it, also had the orange shirt. So I'm putting the jacket over top the orange shirt, and I'm going to use it as a toggle for the 3D model. So if I ever use the 3D one, which I will going forwards, it will be with that one with the thing. But I'll still use this pixel one because it's fun. Um, and then I need to draw another background screen like this. I feel like this one's completely fine as is. It's actually kind of cute in its simplicity, but I feel bad using it. But there's more important things to redraw too. Like I need to do a better starting screen. Uh, I plan, if you know a VTuber named Tobbs, what Tobbs did is she has community given redraws that she uses for her starting screens, but she uses the copyrighted music for it. And like I can do that too, but that would just have to mute that section of the video as it goes to YouTube. So I'd have to go through YouTube and probably on Twitch as well and mute it after the fact, which is probably fine. Like no one really cares. If you're watching a VOD, you're not doing it so you can hear, niche Miku Miku song. Whatever. I'm just sitting here talking. And if I'm gonna be talking, what I can do is play these daily games. So I'm just gonna put myself over here and we're gonna go through these. I don't think I did all of them. I think I did connections though, but I can show you like the solved puzzle. I know I have like a decent backlog of them I can go through. So this is like, if nothing else, a way to use time. But um, in regards to things coming up that I kind of want to talk about, uh, games are kind of mid right now because I just don't play a good kind of time waster that I can feel like good at. Because League, the MOBA, is disgusting, and I never grew up playing it, so I don't have an appreciation for it. I just play Teamfight Tactics. And the problem with Teamfight Tactics is we're on like the bad end of a patch cycle, so it's like worth playing on late Thursday and beyond. But even I understand that if you're watching someone for teamfight tactics, you're watching either A, a personality, which I don't think I have yet, or B, a professional player. And even like tournament winning players only get like 15 viewers. So, not to say numbers are the reason, but I don't stand a chance. Um, uh, Putting the X's there is redundant because I already see what it can and cannot be. Um, that places the A, I guess. Uh, I see. Yeah, I see. Um, well, now I just feel bad because I killed the music for no reason. Give me a moment. I'm sure I can pull up something that sounds appealing. Actually, no. I was thinking about it, but I decided against it. I'm gonna pull up, uh, I guess I should have just left up Mahjong, so, huh? I know I said I would play like 2 or 3 games, but it's kind of meh. I feel like I'm going to take the dailies break and then play another game of Mahjong Soul and then call it. Again, there's nothing wrong with the game. It's just that playing it, I feel like in the best case scenario, it's like second monitor content. Do you understand what I mean? Like second tab, second monitor. You're fine if you're like actively playing the game, but it feels like you need something alongside it because the game itself isn't so focus taxing that it needs your full focus, I guess. But moment, I need to like make sure you can hear the Mahjong Soul again. That's a lot of stuff. Let's go over here. Well, you can hear here. Switch that. Switch that. Get rid of the double audio. Okay, we can hear Mahjong Soul again. Great. So it's in the background. At like 20 minutes from now, I'm gonna play another game of that, and then I'm gonna end stream because um I want to work on my 3D model, and I don't have other games to like stream to play, but it don't feel good like React contenting because I don't consume React content on my own. I don't watch TikToks or Instagrams, or I even think like YouTube shorts are kind of like disgusting in concept, I guess is the way I want to put it. Which sounds judgmental to say, but you know, at least you don't know. Um, what am I trying to say by this? Oh, right. Enclosed Course has a bunch of advertisements now, so I need to make sure this shows up properly. You know what? I think this actually looks quite fine. I have a large backlog of enclosed course puzzles here, so I can just move myself over to the side. Take a quick BRB. Then we'll handle some of these, and then play our second Mahjong game and then call it. Okay, breakover. What did I say we were doing? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do the enclosed forest puzzles, and then one more Mahjong, and then done. That is all. I guess I can like move this into frame a little bit better. Having it this large actually avoids showing some ads, but I can show you guys how many walls and such are allowed in the puzzle. Forgive me, Mahjong Soul, for using you as a BGM, but I don't feel too bad about it. Whoa, whoa, don't do that. I accidentally pressed on the scroll wheel. Look at the score. Don't say it out loud. People will laugh at you. That being said, it's kind of funny. So I think I'm gonna call it here. And now the lovebird level. The horses must touch. Oh, we have substantially less walls. That's the gimmick here. Okay. Ah, I see the issue here. But that cost 3 walls to secure. Ew. Gross. Well, let's see if roll compression can do anything here. Sadly, this golden apple seems too far out of reach. It requires way too much support to fully enclose. Dot horse. It's a shame. This apple looks like it's so gettable, but it's actually just so far away. Because there's no way it's correct to stop. Can't even cut off this one for free. It costs you too much to do. You can save one block by cheapening out down here, I guess. If that's what you're into. But that's like really suspicious. Because you save no flack doing this. I'm just gonna take it. Acres. I click the next button. That is next. Oh great. The issues this puzzle is now really zoomed out, so I have to do more resizing. Luckily, I think we're still good on the no advertisements showing part. Because I already cropped those out of the sides. Right, I remember now. Okay. So we're good. Large level though, so I need to scoot a little bit more over to the left of the screen. Or to my character's right, so to say. I'm going to make a healthy assumption that the point of this level is to try and reach the golden apple. However implausible that may seem. Seems like a pretty straightforward case of whack-a-mole here, where every time the horse finds an opening, you just simply block it off. I have a hard time imagining you're going to get much better than that, he says when he has a very obvious wall left over. And it's very clear the answer is just not doing this. Well, I see no reason to work backwards, so... I didn't realize I had 2 walls left over. That lets you do something a lot. Just a wee bit more degenerate with it. Only a little bit more, just slightly more degenerate. You can almost do something nasty like this, but I don't think it's possible to get the last connection. So, I think this is good. I think this is good. There's no other way to realistically save a wall here. At least not one that I want to like put more brain power behind finding. The submitting button is loading. It's loading. Oh no, that broke. Oh lord. Save me. It was perfect. Yeah, I see. You can see. If I click the see optimal button, it doesn't change the thing at all, which means it was perfect. So that's good. Yawn, yawn. Wow, more wall, but this is really punishing with the bee placement. I'm going to make a healthy assumption that this is not the most optimal way to do the level, because that would just be boring. It is very funny. Minus. There you go. My headset disconnected for a second there. Just a wee bit embarrassing. And there are a lot of bees. -19, by the way. Yeah, I'm looking at that -3 and it's looking pretty good. Because there are a lot of bees everywhere. Yikes. Maybe we can go up the other side this time. A second, please. The issue is blocking the bees is costing more than it's worth. I feel like -3 is the most effort I want to put my mind to here. I didn't count how many walls they've given you. You can do the undercurve now, and it makes it worth eating the bees. My bad! Speaking of time. You've passed enough time, so enclosed horse can be put away for later. I'm going to character select this time. We will use I think this Ayako skin is kind of fine. I don't know. Maybe it gets you in trouble? Probably not. I mean, there are safer Ayako skins. But it's like, I don't know. I made it pretty obvious I'm living in the United States. Like the US. So it's summer, so I don't want to wear her winter skin because it's like not thematically appropriate, and this is basically adjacent to a... Because her bond skin's a school skin anyway. It's basically a summer skin. I'm gonna do this and then dip. Biddy-doo-dah. That is the plan. Another Akagi Washizu combo. Very cool. Ew, I hate these tiles. Oh no. Hate's a strong word. There are worse tile sets. Oh, what I do hate, and I will not sugarcoat it this time. This character's voice annoys me. Like, unreasonably so. Which is awful, because I like everything else about this character, including most of her skins, but her voice is just awful. Also, not to be the boring kind of guy, but it's unironically faster, and it was for me too, by the way, to demote out of a Master 2-star than it would be to struggle bust climb out of it. Of course, that's not what this person is trying to do. They're trying to win their way out of it. So, that's good for them. Just annoying for me. By the way, if I had the foresight of heaven to know I was going to triple draw south, which is my seat by the way, then I would have dropped the east first, held the south, probably would have seen the 2, still dropped it anyway, so... Hindsight of God was what you need to do this one properly. And I don't have it. I cannot hold this 8. Half flesh is not a reasonable out from here because they dropped the souths. Do feel safe. I don't know if it is. It feels okay. Like, I would cheat, but it doesn't let my hand be ready. I would cheat and I could never finish. That being said, I don't think I get to finish this hand anyway. All the 3s are gone. The 3 pins, I mean. So this 2 should, in theory, be safe, unless he's single tile waiting on a 2 pin, which is complete insanity to me, if that's the case. I'm the dealer. Where? Wah 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 wah. Every time I try streaming, I have more appreciation for why streamers spend 60% of their stream talking to the void. Because realistically, the game is just not interesting to me here. The game's fun, don't get me wrong. I love Mahjong Soul. I started playing it like 3 or 4 years ago. I will continue to play it. Maybe not to its eventual heat death, so to say, but, you know, for a decent amount of time into the future. I dropped the 6 because this is technically one off of Ricci. It's a very bad wait, potentially, because I'm waiting on 1 or 9, and if I draw 5 then I'm punished, but I feel like it's worth trying to hold the red 5 for slightly longer, because if I draw any adjoining tile, it makes my hand a lot better. The keyword being draw. You see, like that? That's good. Now I just need to pass the 3 and it's fine. I'm gonna drop 3 now because I think it's more dangerous to hold. The only issue now is I can't drop any of the 3, 4, 5 adjoining tiles for the Washizu. But I already don't think I can do that. On the bright side, it doesn't look like he's waiting on south, so eh. I am not allowed to cheat that. Like I want to, but I'm just not allowed to. I have some safe tiles here. Isimos. Oh well. Nothing one can do. I guess if I held the... Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, it's all blending together. I think that was the route I discarded the souths. South was dropped. I don't get my pawn. Sad. I thought it's like a load-bearing pawn. It can very easily just be a pair. It's not my seat or the table win, so it's fine to exist as a pair. The only question is, well, I mean, it's not necessarily a question. I think I always call pawn on the white dragon, but only on the white dragon. Well, the so-called money where your mouth is when the money starts talking. Oh boy. I think conceding is priced in. So I'm gonna choosing to deal into the metaphorical lesser of two evils, since I had no evidence for dodging either one's Ricci. I think the majority of the table has chosen to stop playing this round, so I'm gonna follow suit and not play. I'm not even gonna call. If we go however many tiles to the wall, I think I'm fine. East 4 is like considerably deep enough into the game that you should probably be trying to win, but I don't think I need to be that desperate yet. That being said, the person who is in Ricci is the dealer who also has the least amount of points, so yeah. If my hand is ready, by the way, I can't call Ricci because I'm bricked on the 4, so I would have to specifically draw 7, so and then I would consider calling Ricci into this. Well, he misses the Hanemon, I guess, which is cool, but no, I'm in definitive 4th place due to starting the game as dealer and getting minus 4,000. I don't count paying the 2,000 points to the side Ricci. I feel like that's a necessary expense, such that I have no safe tile. A quick moment, please. Oh boy. But on the good side, this hand has a lot of very visible, tangible value to it, such that I am encouraged to call to finish it faster. The downside is that I won't get to finish it, so who care? One off of Ricci. No matter what it is, I think I should call it. Wow. I mean, there's simply no way to know that's happening. There is simply no way to know. not even like 5 is a bad discard. I'm one off of my own Ricci as well. Simply unlucky. Even soft, whatever. I don't need to justify it. People who, well, not to be like rude about it, but if you've managed to find me from like my little Mahjong soul and the other stuff I do that waste time, you know enough about the game to understand why you're not allowed to fold to air there against someone else who's not even the dealer. Like, I see this, and I know his hand's probably just the West, but again, I don't think I'm allowed to. If I wasn't allowed to last time, I'm especially not allowed to do it this time. That being said, yeah, I don't think I even get to that point. Now, all things being considered, I think I'm cooked. Because my RNG is not being helpful enough to let me have a stand in this game. Like, don't be deceived by how good this hand looks. It's 2 tiles off of Ricci, and not very likely tiles, I might add. Whatever. I guess this is my punishment for taking a... Well, I can't even say that, like it's a joke. We are Ishan. I am single weighting my Ricci. I think I am not allowed to do that. There's 2 ones discarded. I don't think I'm allowed to call single weight for 3. I think if I had pure double sequence with the 4 or 7, I can do it. And the hand has enough value. I suppose because I'm dealer, I should just do it anyway, but like... I don't know. 2, 2, 1, 1. I think it's actually... Now it's fine. I lose Pinfu, but simply winning is all I need to worry about right now. He drops 3 because I drop 3. Don't be fooled by it. He's trying to rush to an ending now. One pair. I don't think I would have gotten it though. I've had to have dropped 8. No. But there goes Otanya. If I don't call it. Then I can't call win either. Tanya would have helped though. I don't think 9 is ever in my wheelhouse to use. Yay! No Urodora, so it's fine. Tanya would have helped, but it wouldn't be the straw with the camel, I guess. This hand does not spark joy. I think someone could steal this one from under me very easily. I guess I could have tried to greed for Tanya by not calling Ricci, but my hand wasn't ready. If it was, then I would have considered it more seriously. I think even if I could guarantee the tiles that I draw here, I'm still too far off to be considered a winning chance here. 7 pin, 4, so it's too much ground I need to cover. If I could choose, I would draw 7 pin and then draw 6 so and wait on a 1-9. I guess 5 is my pair now. I'm gonna follow cut the 1. The Ricci looks awful, but unlike the last time where I could be picky for a better weight because of how soon it was, I think this one I just have to take it no matter what the weight is. That being said, if I was gonna greed for a better one last time, I should have greeded for simples, but hindsight is whatever. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I would have preferred having the 5-9 weight, but a 9 is gone, which makes the weight significantly worse to finish the pair. The other annoying thing is that the majority of the table is going to try and do that stupid Dama no call thing. And there goes my pair weight. Completely dead. 4 is dropped, 8 is dropped. I'm going to use 9 as my pair now, so I'm going to drop the 7 and see if I can pivot off into a double-sided weight. Because the shape is better here, even if the acceptance of tiles is lower. If I don't get another Ron, I think I'm doomed to 4th place because I can never have enough reach to pass. I wonder if the correct play was to drop the 3 instead of the 7 and wait for 6 though. Unfortunate. And there's no East cards as well. I'm gonna drop the 9s and try and play kind of safe, because I don't want to get Rom to go even further into the hole if I can afford it. That being said, if it's a sumo, I'm guaranteed dead, so not much to believe in here. 5 is safe into my opponent, but it's not like bad outcome. If someone was gonna steal the win, I would rather they do it with a heavy hitting hand. I think at this case now I'm doomed to 4th place unless I get Oradora Mangan. And this hand is not doing it. But it's also too far away from Orphan's Gambit or Half Flush, so it's cooked. Even if I could hand pick my next drawn tiles, I don't think I could finish this hand before anybody else at the table. If I could hand pick my next tiles, I draw a second 8. I draw a 4 so to pair with the 3. I draw 5 and 6 here. And use the 5 as pair. It's killing the dragon first because it's easier for the other table to use like that. That's why I didn't drop the 5 immediately. Drawing the 3 makes this shape a lot better to use. I still need to draw a second 8 though to fix the awkwardness. There's still a chance for either one of these to get an adjoining tile and be safe. I can't open my hand. I need the value from being closed, however little it is. This is good, but only because he's dealer. So it doesn't actually end the game faster. It just redistributes the points. But again, this guy, Dama. This hand is worse than the last one. It's not even as prettily put together. I'm lacking Dora. If I could choose my tiles, I'd be like this and this, but wah. We don't get to magically foresight our tiles. I don't know if Mahjong Soul is considered a better or worse card game to play. Like, I've played a lot of, like, I guess quotation marks deck builders, but like, can you really call them that? Like, just better shape. Would you call Teamfight Tactics a deck builder? Let's start that discussion. In my mind, it seems like it would count as one, but the span of the RNG in Teamfight Tactics is more condensed around leveling, so to speak. I don't know if the correct way to say it is that you have more or less control over the game. I feel like you have less control and therefore more, if that's a weird way to look at it. I'm dropping 6 because he dropped 3 and he dropped 9, and I don't think I'm allowed to fold. Because the difference between being in 4th by 10,000 points and being 4th by death is like 0. Am I supposed to single weight follow on 3? The answer is probably yes. I didn't call Ricci though, so I dodged paying the stick tax. That being said, I am this certainly is not helping my case. And with a hand like this, it is impossible for me to win. Because I would need to Mangon this player or Hanemon the table to pass into second? Pass into third. So I'm cooked. I couldn't even Yakuman Gambit because I only had 7 tiles. Which is like crapshoot galore. If I could handpick my tiles, I win with 3 concealed triplets. Ricci. But even that conditional needs to hit Orodora, so yeah. It's fine. I think if you demote and promote, you're at 1400, so I don't think I'll be under the cusp where it's easier to rank down and rank back up. than it is to just kind of tough it out like a soldier. I think that when you hit 600 points, you should consider doing that. So I'm not there yet, but ooh, there's a reason why people don't want to focus on this game. I don't think I can hold south. It doesn't happen. The issue is that it gets pawned and someone else can finish the game faster. Like, I say it as a joke, especially because I'm not close to pairs and I've managed to drop 2 copies of the East somehow. But I need Oradora to pull through on like a concealed triple for me to have a chance of winning. And by winning, I mean not being in 4th place. So yeah. Have things for this, right? Maybe not. This additional 5 does not help me. If I turned right. Where? And there's a Ricci I do not think I'm allowed to respect. Not that I had a particularly strong chance of coming back into this game anyway, but you know, the principle and whatnot. I can drop 6 if I can guarantee draw 2. I mean, I guess I don't need the 4. The issue is that, like, both 5 and 1 look simultaneously too dangerous to discard, which sounds, like, stupid, but is my current acting fear. So I'm gonna single weight 4 and drop the 1 of a half to, I guess. Because the pure double sequence is sumos it. It's over. Unlike the second where I played fine, I think this game was my score is gonna be like a B, by the way. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there you go. Naka score is fake anyway. Why is my score so low? Oh, they don't care. Whatever, no one cares about your early discards, they don't matter. I dealt into this one, right? That's why I clicked on it. Oh, right, because I had Ricci's, so I dropped my South, and the Dora. I dropped the 1, didn't deal in. No, I did, with the 1. What do they want me to drop? 8, 4, or 6. I dropped the 1. Why does it want me to drop 8? There's a 9 here. There are 2 7s here. So why 8? I mean, 8's best for just trying to win the hand, but there's no reason why 8 is safe to any other player on the field, right? So I guess because there's nothing safe to drop, you should play for your own interest and just drop the 8. Is that what the game is telling me to do? I feel like if 8 passes and they don't get shot though, it tells me to do this next. And this person dropped 2 sevens, so it's not even like it's guaranteed. I don't know. Okay, next one. Here. S, by the way. But discard order doesn't matter. No one cares. I got rid of that one safe early on purpose. Either one. That's fine. It's not even opposed to discarding that. I thought the game would have told me that was a like terrible bad decision and I should be feeling ashamed, but there's literally nothing else. Because there's no situation, unless you draw 4, that you should break the shape. I guess if you consider the shape incomplete, because I mean, it's just unfortunate. What does his hand start with? That looks so good. Oh, his hand just starts with a already finished. Very cool. The only thing I would argue with you is that dropping the 3 is fine to lock in the hand, but as a soft 4th place with no early like proof and him already discarding an 8, it's kind of like picking straws, I'd guess. C plus with the Simo. I don't like how I got to the Ricci here. Why did I discard? He wants to cut off this shape because I can use... No, but this isolates 6 and 8. I don't understand how this percentage bot works with how it wants to discard tiles. It doesn't care which one you discard. It wants to reach you now on the 7. After you draw the 5, it always wants to reach you. Well, obviously. Then it's just a matter of hindsight, because if I could see in the future, I would know to switch the 1 for the 4. And this is worth a Mahjong, but there's still not enough points to matter. And then it's just a slow bid to helplessness. Good. I don't know. I think this game is fun. It's just there are different kinds of like RNG laden games you can play where you want to feel good or bad about yourself. And I feel like this is one of the ones where if you're in a good flow, you can have a good time. And if you're not, you can have a bad time. It's not like I play this game any sort of seriously. It kind of just like passes the time for dailies. Whatever. I'm gonna move to the talking screen, but you can still hear the game, so it's fine. I've been trying out. Did I do something with like the locking? Nope. Here I can go. I can go. Shrink, shrink, shrink. Stretch and grow. Okay, here I am. Is me. So streams for the rest of the week. Oh, I muted it. Lol. Here you go. I don't think I'm going to stream on Tuesday. I always stream on Monday on YouTube, although for some reason the time is never consistent. But hey, you know, at least there will always be a VOD from Monday, so I can't complain. I wanted to stream more kinds of games, but I don't really buy that many kinds of games, so it's like I want to buy like some of the cheap stuff that's on sale, but I feel like if I only play it once, even if I'm playing it just once for a stream, it's not really worth it. Which maybe that's just a me issue. right? Because for example, uh, I could play Rabbit and Steel. I feel like the game, I only play on hard mode, so I'm not really good at it. But maybe that's just a self-esteem issue. No one wants to watch someone else play Terraria, because I'm pretty sure almost everybody has that game. And like, yeah, I could play like Summoner weapon damage or bow weapon damage only, but I'm not even like good at building or also sorry about the snapping sound. Not good at building, and I'm not like fast or good at bosses. So I'd take my time and it'd be like a multiple stream thing and it'd be boring, and here's me making excuses for why I don't do things, so just trying things that are like different and exciting. I also want to like make video content, but like, let's be honest. I could just take a page out of Yu Song's book, who's another EN Mahjong Soul creator, and just play the game. But like, he's been uploading like 4th place after 4th place after 3rd place, and it's like, you know, on one hand, it's very realistic to like the experience you're gonna have playing the game, so it's not a bad thing to upload. But on the other hand, it really feels bad to record a loss and just package it and say, yeah, you know, wahoo. So I can't make like highlights out of it, Mahjong Soul content, and TFT content's the same. I think I had like one experience in the past month that I could make a TFT video out of, and I wasn't recording it. And it's when I took the Evelyn blessing, and I had 5 Namis, because I was rolling down for 3, 4, 2. So I had 5 Namis, and then I took the Evelyn blessing that gives you a random 2-star forecast, and that 2-star forecast was a Nami. So I had 8, and there was another one in the shop. So I had like a 4, 5, Nami 3, and I just cruised to the finish line. And I'm like, you know, is it really worth watching the entire game just to get to that highlight moment? I could play like Peak. You know, the climbing game? The friend stop climbing game that was popular like 3 months ago, before being popular like a year ago. But I feel like solo Peak isn't bad, but I feel like, again, in the best case scenario, it's second monitor content because you're watching some speedrunner or some content creator you like either scale the mountain in 40 minutes, the speedrunner, or scale the mountain in like an hour and a half and then die in the 3rd biome. One thing I will be excited to play, and I won't let anybody else deter me, is Ratatan is releasing sometime in mid-July, like on the 16th. So know for a fact that I'll probably just like no life that, and I can actually stream it and feel comfortable with it. And hopefully by then I'll have my 3D model properly. Like, that'll be my time limit. That's like almost a month from now. Realistically, it should only take me like 2 weeks tops to make the model changes that I want to have the 3D be like full-time usable. And even then I'll just half it with this one because I really like how the pixel one works. But whatever. The real issue is just getting eyes, and eyes are easier found when you actually like use your channel and influence for good. So when I post the cover and then I'll have nothing else to post after that, it's like, why even post the first thing? And it's I want to make more content, but the only kind of content that's worth posting is like weekly highlights, but I don't do things that are worth weekly highlights, so I need to just post more content so I have more stuff to pull from. So TLDR, expect me to buy like some cheap garbage games and just play those on Twitch. Because, let's be honest, Mahjong is not good content, Shadowverse is not good content, Teamfight Tactics is not good content. Black Survival Project Lumina is a very fun game, it's not good content. It's especially like niche game that you only understand if you've actually played it kind of content, which is, you know, good for the niche, but not good for much else. I feel like Pokemon Champions would be good content if I was like Master Ball 3, but I really don't want to like play the game enough that I tilt myself and struggle to get up there. I just want to take my cozy little Gardevoir team and chill in low Ultra Ball because I don't actually want to play that much. The competitive Pokemon is like fun, I guess, but like not stress myself over it fun. The only other thing I would like really have my brain gravitate to would be like a MMO. But the only MMO that I currently play is a niche MMO called Dungeon Fighter Online. And I'm not even like strong or good at that game. I'm actually relatively very weak, so it's not even worth like playing, I guess. I don't know. Have more appreciation for your content creators because the double whammy of both motivation and you need to have motivation and you need to have like a good game to play. And I'm sure there are good games out there, but they like aren't accessible. Like, has anybody ever heard of Besiege? Is there any reason to like play that? There's like a huge sale on it, but it has like a 15 game campaign. So I'd buy it, play it once, and like never touch it again. Is that good? I don't know. No idea. I could play Peak. I'm pretty sure the game is like more than fine as just like a solo adventure. It just takes an hour to scale the mountain, roughly. I've done it before. I haven't unlocked past like Ascent 4. So I'd buy it and just scale the mountain and then, I don't know. Assuming I don't die, which is very easy if you just take your time. It takes you like an hour and 20 minutes to get up there with a backpack full of utility items and then is the end. But it's like good. I like Peak because it's friend slap an ending. There are so many like games that come out that don't have purpose or like an ending. And they're kind of, I don't want to say boring, but they're really yucky in my eyes. Like, what's the point of Repo? Repo and Lethal Company and Gamble with Your Friends kind of fall into this trap with me, where like, there's no goal. There's just like an ever-increasing, unattainable finale, right? It doesn't matter to me because I'm not the target audience, obviously. I'm some guy, derogatory, who plays Mahjong Soul and Shadowverse and Teamfight Tactics, which, when you look at their underlying components, are all turn-based strategy games, card game, deck builders, right? I don't play FPS games. I don't play like map games because I find mapism too strong for me. So, am I even the target audience? No. Do I like JRPGs? Nah. Which is like an MMO player who doesn't like JRPGs, but it's like, yeah. I've played Persona 3 Reload, but I haven't really thought too much about it, if that makes sense. Like, I played it and I used a guide, and it's like, oh, why use a guide? It just makes the game boring. And I'm like, I paid for this game. I'm gonna get all the achievements and max out all the bond levels so I can use all my party members, just so I can only use Fuka anyways, because she's best girl. Uh-huh. Just like how I pick P5 Haru, because she's best girl. But I have no preference for Persona 4 because I never played it. I just watched Pinoy Brother 4054 play it because I can't. Like, I like Atlas as much as the next guy does, but you don't want to touch their fan base with like a 10-foot pole, which is good advice for a lot of media franchises, unfortunately. It's especially like Roblox. I want to keep in like a mental quarantine because all the brain rot little kids play it, and when you go to schools, they mention it. Well, I guess you don't go to schools that often, but like if you have little siblings or no friends who have such siblings, it's like all they do is Roblox. And I'm pretty sure Roblox is like the Roblox of today is like the Minecraft of my generation. So 10 years ago, when all you and your friends played on Hypixel and Bed Wars and whatever, that's the kids playing Roblox now. Just without all the internet drama and people calling out to you for it. It's And now you have a new wave of video games coming out where they're all basically just clean up your room, except virtually and not in person. Like, have you seen the library cleanup game? I feel like that's fun. Is it like $6 worth of fun to play the game and have the spells teleport the books to your hand and then you walk to the shelf and put them away? Maybe. Mina the Hollower released. Is that a good game? Probably. But like, I never played a 2D Zelda game, so would I be good at it? No. Could I finish it? Probably. Would I enjoy it? Maybe not? Question mark? I never played any of the Shovel Knights either. And I'm sure they're like fine games, but I've just never played them. Should I try playing them? I don't know. It's just like Minecraft. I have Minecraft, but I don't speedrun it. So if you don't speedrun Minecraft, then why are you playing it? Well, you want to build, right? So you play Minecraft and you build who knows what. And then what? I guess this is more like a my mental state kind of issue, but I don't see the point in playing the game if you're not gonna long-term... Well, not long-term. You need to have two criteria for me to like playing a game. Okay? Criteria number 1 is you can show off. And criteria number 2... Like, here's my thought process here. If you're going to play a game, it needs to meet 2 criteria. Either 1, you're showing off to somebody else. So like you have you and your friends group Minecraft server. And option number 2 is you have like a rank incentive to it, I guess. Which is why it was very hard for me to... It's why I don't enjoy Risk of Rain. It's kind of like a numbers go up kind of game, but there's too much squeeze for the juice I think you can get out of it. But again, that makes me think that I wouldn't enjoy like a game like Racoin or Balatro, which makes me scared to like buy it. I mean, I could always just do it anyway, right? Steam is very helpful about these kind of things, such that there's not really any harm if you buy it and play for an hour and decide, like, you know, it doesn't take you the same brain chemicals that make you happy. But I feel like I like number go up game. I feel like I like engineer type games that aren't map games, but I don't know what those are. Oh, whatever. The point being, I just sat on the screen and talked for like 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Expect more streams this week, during the week. I just don't think there's going to be anything on Tuesday and Thursday, but I'll try my best to stream the other days. If I do stream, it's probably going to be around, I want to say 10 a.m. or p.m. EST. I don't know which side of that 12-hour gap I want to stream on. Preferably the mornings, but it's not really up to me. But I do promise at least 2 Twitch streams during the week this time. Sorry for not streaming at all last week, and then I hope next Monday I can show you the updates I made to the 3D model during my next Mahjong and Friends Monday. I feel like I need to play less Mahjong on the Monday, but I'm still just gonna call it Mahjong Monday. But that's all for now. I moved you back to the start screen, but it's like, bleh. Well, I guess I can talk about the start screen, right? So let's go over there. This is playing, right? It is playing. This song is Monica Music Room, and I kind of like it. It's just like a nice upbeat music I can use as like a start, but I'd only use this as like a start for my YouTube streams, because on my Twitch streams I have the cover and I'm gonna use the Miku voice of the cover on the Twitch streams and then just mute the VOD, because that's how VTuber Tobbs does it, and she's one of the inspirations for how I want to kind of run my streams, which is just like a fever dream of unfocused nothing, which is very appealing, as you know, but it's kind of what I think is the best for how I'm gonna put effort into it, and then I'll slowly try and find a niche there. Tobbs also streams on YouTube and Twitch, so like soft shout out to her. But yeah, I don't know. I've talked about my thoughts more than enough times to be doing it again right now. My Mahjong Monday is over. Thank you and goodbye.